Okay, so I just bought this Black & Decker 3.0 cubic foot washing machine off of Amazon for about 450 bucks. I'm making this review to show you how many clothes you could fit in here, because I watched a bunch of reviews on this before I bought it and no one really explained anything about the capacity for clothes, which I think is super important when you're buying a washing machine. First off, it's pretty big. It's not much different. Almost, it's probably the same exact size as any normal washing machine. It's pretty big. If you're looking for something a little smaller, if you live alone or you just don't have a ton of clothes to wash, the 2.0 might be better for you, just because it's also going to hold a good amount of clothes, because there's a ton of stuff in here and it's still got a bunch of room. So but as for the size, the total size, it's going to be pretty much the same thing as the 3.0, because the body, the outside is maybe an inch different. They're both pretty big. It's just the drum inside is a little smaller with the 2.0. But yeah, so I'm just gonna show you how many clothes I got in here. You could definitely see there's still a ton of room, but just keep in mind what kind of clothes you're putting in here and how many clothes you're putting, because once the water starts soaking these clothes up, it's gonna get really heavy, especially if you have a bunch of sweatpants, sweatshirts, like stuff that'll soak up a lot of water. But yeah, I have a pair of sweatpants. I have 2 pairs of basketball shorts, a jersey. I have a t-shirt, a Champion sweatshirt. I have a pair of jean shorts, a long sleeve shirt, another long sleeve shirt. I have a pair of jeans in here, and I have another t-shirt. So definitely a good size of clothes, and it still had a lot of room. But I would say that this is a good amount for a load, just because, like I said, you don't want to put too many heavy clothes, and you don't want the machine to bog down or start spinning weird. But yeah, I went with the Black & Decker because they've been around a while and they seem to last a long time with their electronics. There's also another washer that's almost identical to this, and the brand is Comfy. They don't have a 3.0, but they do have a 2.4 cubic foot, which is plenty, in my opinion, of space. I went with the Black & Decker just because, they've been around longer. They're a known brand. But definitely, I also recommend getting the Comfy. Just because if it's anything like this dishwasher, it's going to be amazing. I've had this for 4 years, and every time I use it, it's like day one, brand new. I love this thing. So if you're looking for a dishwasher also, I definitely go grab this thing. my favorite purchase so far. So I did 2 washes today with this, and I definitely love that there's multiple options. You can mix and match all these different modes. There's also a procedure. You could skip procedures, which is, I've never seen that. That's pretty cool too. There's wheels on this, but they're tiny. So if you're most likely gonna get a dolly for this anyway. Which I recommend getting some type of cushion for the dolly, just so when this is at full spin and it's shaking a little bit, it won't make noise to the floor, which you probably don't have to worry about that, but some people don't want to disrupt anybody, or they don't want it loud in their house. But you're definitely not going to worry about it, because when I'm in the other room, I can't even hear this thing, even when it's spinning at full speed. So it's definitely quiet for the size that it is. So I put the cap on the hot water side, because you don't really need to use that unless you have a cold and hot water set up at your house. But if you're using the sink like me, all you have to do is just put this on the cold side, because you're going to adjust the temperature with your sink. So this just clips to here, and this is the drain hose, which when I first just put it here like that, I was like, yeah, it's gonna fall when it starts pouring out. It didn't even move a little bit, so you don't even have to worry about that. It's awesome, honestly. For $450, it's definitely a steal, I'd say, because if you are looking for anything else, you're probably gonna pay a little more for around this size. So but if you're in an apartment like I am, and you want something small that you can kind of just like throw in a corner like that, I would just look around a little more, because no matter if you get the 2.0 or the 3.0 of this, the body is still, it's only an inch difference, so it's still pretty big. Also, if you're looking to get something a little cheaper but still have a good solid brand, definitely look out for that Comfy, the 2.4 cubic foot washer. Someone told me that they had one for 4 years, and it works like brand new. So it's just like my dishwasher. You really can't beat it. This thing is awesome. If I had any complaints, it would be that the water fills up kind of high. It takes like a little while. So, I would let it fill first, or let it fill like halfway, then add the clothes. Because when it's pouring in, the clothes got to suck up the water first, then it starts rising. So, that's like my only complaint with it. When you get it, it's gonna come with a styrofoam in here, so the drum can't move around, to protect it. And there's a styrofoam on the bottom with a square in the center. Oh, my baby. So make sure you take that styrofoam off the bottom before you turn this on and try and use it, because you run the risk of messing the mechanism up. I'm not gonna run it there's tons of videos of it running and working. I just really wanted to show how much clothes you could fit because I felt like that was important. Other than that, this thing is a beast. And yeah, go get you one. Plus, it's Amazon, so the return process isn't hard if you don't like it. And it's Black & Decker, so it comes with a great warranty. If it ever breaks down, someone will come fix it or replace it, I'm sure. Same with the Comfy. I'm not sure what their warranty is or what they do, but I'm sure it's probably the same thing. Someone will probably come fix it, or they'll replace it, no problem. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns that I didn't list here, you could comment on the video below, and yeah, subscribe if you want, and press like if you want.